speed is pretty good. So I just drove into this empty parking lot, which is a church, and there was a car doing like donuts over there. I didn't think anything of it, and I passed them. And then they stopped, and now they just very slowly pulled behind my car. The Reebok Club C 85s in cream, not white. People say, I like your nice white shoes. And I'm like, try again, you buffoon, these are cream. So, hi, real quick, if you follow me, you probably know that I'm usually into like stuff that lasts forever, boots and jackets and all that stuff, but that's not all there is to me, baby. So I have two rules. Well, maybe just one. A rule that I try to live by to not get set in my ways and get boring or whatever it may be is if you have a disposable product that there's a lot of different versions of, you should, even if you like the version, unless you're obsessed with it, you should always try something new. So the Reebok Club C 85s are my second white shoe ever after my Adidas Stan Smiths, which I trashed those. I wore those for 7 years. There were holes on the bottom, so I didn't get new white shoes. I just stopped wearing them when it was raining outside. I'll do a Stan Smiths video separately, so definitely subscribe and follow me on Instagram and comment on this video and like it. Anyways though, I want to split this review up into 3 parts. One of them's gonna be with this guy. There's times where I wish I knew more about how to attack someone. I think if I turn this way in the video, I may be going gray. Today I'm changing my style, so that's what this guy is for. I tell people if I'm ever in a fight, I'm just gonna try and go the nuts route. Like if I'm inside and there's a light bulb next to me, I'm just gonna grab the light bulb and crush it and be like, oh really? But I'm not near any light bulbs, so I really have no other plan. And this specific style, this modern style, I love. And for some reason, I just never did it. It could be because I was actually permanently banned from r/male fashion advice on Reddit. I'll make a video about that separately because I want to wage war. I've never done anything wrong in my life. But anyways, today I am redoing my entire fashion sense. Or I guess I'm just getting one outfit that isn't raw denim pants and a raw denim jacket and Blundstones. Anyways though, redoing my style, talking about the shoe, obviously, and then there's one main thing I really don't like. I might not like it. I don't know. We'll talk about that last. Anyways, here we go. What are they doing? What are you... Oh. Okay, the Reebok Club C 85s. Every brand has a white shoe because a white shoe is... It adds contrast to basically any pair of pants you have besides white pants. But if you're wearing white pants, you're probably making a statement anyways. That's why I had to redirect from the path and get the cream shoe. The more refined, subtle hint of... I'm not like everybody else. I like cream. I like cream in my tea. Looking at the shoe itself, obviously I haven't had these for years, so I read a lot of reviews and heard what people thought. Basically, the view on Reebok is that they're an awesome company that makes high quality shoes for a good price. In terms of materials, nothing here is crazy. You have a sneaker that I think costs 70 bucks with no discounts or anything, and it's discounted a lot. You have a rubber outsole. It is stitched onto the upper, probably also glued. One thing I do always look for on sneakers is stitching, just because if you look at Converse that aren't stitched, for example, when you walk, that corner kind of where your toe is, it always pops off because the glue wears out or whatever adhesion they use wears out, and I just hate that look. So in terms of leather quality, these are chrome tanned, which Rose Anvil, who cuts shoes in half all the time, anytime he sees chrome tanned, he seems to hate it, but chrome tanned is just a cheaper, faster way of tanning leather. Technically, it is not as environmentally friendly as vegetable tanning, but it's kind of the world we live in. If these were vegetable tanned, they would probably cost double this or maybe more. The way that you can tell though is that there's a raw self-edge of leather basically everywhere where the stitches are, which is honestly totally fine. It would be weird if the leather was stitched down or rolled or anything like that. It'd probably be a weird looking design, but you can see that there's a very slight blue hint to it, which signifies chrome tanned, usually, unless vegetable tan was getting crazy and some dye fell in there. If I had to guess, we're totally fine because one, it is 2 p.m. in the afternoon on a Sunday, and we're at church. So if anything, if they were going to come attack me, I'm pretty sure God would come down and slice. The end goal is to transform myself into someone that you see and you say, holy crap, that guy looks so relaxed. And basically, the look that I'm after, that a lot of my friends do, a lot of people online do, is just sweats, an oversized kind of cool sweatshirt, and then white shoes. The goal, I'm getting an oversized Cape Cod sweatshirt today. The annoying part about all this is that I can't stand flimsy sweatshirts. They drive me nuts. I like very thick sweatshirts. Anything under 12 ounces, I'm like, get this off of my body. They're not my favorite representation of where I'm from, but the Black Dog is the company that I found that makes the heaviest sweatshirts. I put my fingers between the sweatshirts and I rub them together and I'm like, that feels like a 6-ounce garment wash. Like most white sneakers, this isn't crazy, incredibly high quality leather or anything like that. So there is a surface of paint or shine. I forget what it's called. I'll put it right here. Plastic. There is a surface of that over the leather, which gives it that cream or white look. And as that scuffs, you'll probably start to see the kind of gross color of worn cheap leather like this, which again should be expected. And in terms of shoes like Common Projects or something like that, $400 white sneakers, I've never seen the value in those. Those age better, of course, you would hope that they would. And now if we look at the side of the shoes, you'll see that there's stitching everywhere, but this doesn't look like it's different pieces of leather all stitched together at different areas. Obviously there are different areas of leather, but there's also some stitching I think is just used for decoration to give it its look, and it looks quite nice. There is one part that's not leather. I don't know why they did that, maybe to give it a different look. But if you look right under the ankle, there's a little bit of fabric that is rolled. So I don't know why they did that. Maybe they were just like, hey, you know what'd be fun? I don't think it's to save on cost or anything though. I think they were just, the designers were getting funky with it. The tongue of it looks interesting in the fact that it is more cream than the actual shoe. I would say the shoe is like a orthopedic gray. I don't know why. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I would say it's an orthopedic gray, but the tongue is truly cream. I don't know why that is. I hope you can see it on the video. But basically, you know, the trend that's happening right now is that all these companies are kind of reverting back to the 70s, 80s, 90s. People like oversized sweatshirts and different looks, and this generation really grabs any generation of style they want. But the Club C85 is kind of a classic shoe anyway, so they never really had to change it, but the design on it isn't updated, and that's a big plus. When we look at the inside of the shoe, it's very nice. I can see my toe prints. I doubt yours will have those, but it looks nice. It is kind of also raw on the inside. Things are just stitched. They're not folded over. Doesn't look like they emphasize being super clean, which again, to me isn't a big deal. And then, you won't believe it, but I found something better than the Black Dog. Again, Black Dog makes great stuff, but it's just, I don't like that aesthetic. It's very much the kids that would pick on you in high school wore the Black Dog. Anyways, though, score of a lifetime. It turns out this store called Soft as a Grape has, which my mom actually suggested I go to. They have Champion hoodies, reverse weave, which is Champion's best sweat material, and they have it with Cape Cod on it. Breaking news, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the field in time because the sun sets at like 1 a.m. in the winter. The inside is French terry cloth, which is, ooh, I don't know the specific reason to do that. French terry cloth, AKA towel. Maybe it helps sweat. Obviously with new sneaker technology, it really doesn't matter. Maybe when these first came out, that helped a lot with sweat. Picture a towel that you dry yourself off with, and those little loops that come out of the towel. Shrink those by like 2 times. I actually didn't even notice that's what it was until I read it online, and then I was like, oh, look at that. It is French terry cloth. Did a little run trial of them. I can run basically the same speed as I could in my Stan Smiths. They don't make me go any faster. Jump height, about the same. Depends on how much I ate that day. I noticed is more of a factor than the shoes. I found a different field that I will use instead because I'm getting scared it's gonna be too dark. And also this is probably very bright. For the amount of times I've changed in a car, you think they'd be for cool reasons or like fun, like young, youthful reasons. They're actually mostly all for videos. What is with people driving by me slowly and staring at me? Oh, this feels great. Bear with me, I know you can't see the outfit. We're actually gonna do it in 2 steps. One, I'm gonna keep the jeans on. I say outfit like it's really special. The big news is I bought a Cape Cod sweater. Thrilled about it, but 2 steps. So, here we go. Two things. The more I look at this outfit, the more I realize it's very simple. It's just light wash jeans and a gray crew neck with white shoes. But I like it, and I feel much more stylish than I have been in a while. So if you need any fashion tips, give me a call. This is basically just something that people in the 90s wore. Okay, now the ultimate thing, end goal that I wanted, which is really simple, but it's a big deal, for a few reasons. The thing that I don't like, which again, I don't know if I don't like it or not. I hinted at it. I gave you a little teaser before. I have this issue where I need to realize that you essentially have two pairs of shoes. You have the pair of shoes when you put them on and you look down and you say, that's what my shoes look like. And then you have the pair of shoes where everybody else sees them from the side angle and they say, oh, that's what your shoes look like. I think from the side, these shoes look great, young, hip. When I look down though, I see these like orthopedic old shoes, and I just can't get over that, especially because, like I said before, the color of the shoes is an orthopedic gray. And my worst fear is someone runs up right next to me and they go like shoulder to shoulder and they look directly down at my shoes and they're like, are you wearing grandpa's shoes? My hair's graying, but these are young man shoes. And honestly, maybe it's just a change in style, because as I wore them and walked around with them to film, I was kind of like, oh, these are cool. These are cool any way you look at them. And I'm sure as they break in and loosen a little bit, they're gonna look cooler and cooler. Would I get these over Stan Smiths again? No, because I will probably never get either of those shoes again unless it's for a YouTube video, because there's plenty other white shoes for me to try. It's very simple. It's actually painfully simple. It's just sweatpants. But for some reason, I have this mental block about sweatpants where if I put them on, I feel like people will think I'm lazy or gross or something. But it's very much accepted now that wearing sweatpants, as long as you look like you put some tiny bit of effort into your outfit, it's pretty much accepted that sweatpants are a fashion statement now. I had the toughest time doing that. I wore sweats yesterday all day, like the first time, just as an outfit. And what happened was, there was this moment where I spilled crumbs of something on my sweatpants, and I was just like, oh, I just look so slobby, and I look like I didn't try today. But it's not true. I did try. I was sat on my bed and I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll put on maybe I'll put on a full suit instead. I want to vary up all my looks. I want to be well-versed. So now I'm in a full sweatsuit and I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm in my pajamas, but also at the same time, I feel like a fashionista. People that are watching this video are probably like, this asshole put on sweatpants and expects me to clap for him. Wait, as always, I always forget to review this part. Size. I always forget to talk about size. I went true to size with these, 8.5. I could do a 9. I could also do an 8. A 9 would be a little too big. A 8 would be a little too small. So I guess I can't do that. 8.5. I typically wear an 8.5. I think my Stan Smiths are an 8. I will put it right here. Look at this number. That's what my Stan Smiths are. I don't know why I always forget the most important part of the video. And I also don't tie them, and they fit well. They don't fall off when I went this size, 8.5. Anyways though, that's about it. Grandpa has to go take his vitamins now, so his gray hairs don't get any longer. I can't lie, the level of comfort I feel, even versus like my broken in washed jeans, it's pretty ridiculous. Alright, I feel very trendy right now, and I like it. Feels really good.